the ambiance good? No, it's nothing compared to FlemLo. Doesn't look good.
It is.
Dude's got the HD setup, man. Come on.
And everyone's talking, and they don't even realize that they're live on the air, and everyone can hear
Who cares? We always do this every week.
you. Do it every week.
That's part of the
Every
show.
week.
All right, I'm just gonna cut this short here. Bam! Look at that right there. Everybody's in here. Hold on, let me turn off the tier maker for now. Bald, ugly,
How's it going?
beautiful dreadlocks.
We locked
What's
up.
up?
Good.
And then Tree put gel in his hair for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's to make myself look good for the camera. I didn't find out until like 5 minutes ago we were going to be on camah. Too busy working on shit. And it's just like, oh, by the way, we're on camera. It's like, really? Fuck you, man. I got to prep for this shit.
All right, what a week in sports. Let's see what happened. Lots of NFL games, Stanley Cup Finals.
Yep.
The Therapy Bowl started off the NFL week, so that is why naturally
Good game.
we have FlemLo here
I like that one.
and KTO right here. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, FlemLo's
Very nice.
FlemLo's camera quality is so good right now. I can see like his every like,
pixel?
detail. Yeah, his shit is
that
on
a
point.
detail?
And then you
Is
got
that a 4K camera?
Nah, this just the M50. Just the
Really?
Canon 1080. Yep.
I have
But
one
it
of
should-
those.
Yeah, he's not telling you that it's got like a $700 lens on it.
They ain't ask like that, bro.
Hey, nothing wrong with- hey, that's a tax
Secret.
write-off. Nothing wrong with that.
You just write it off.
So this is the first time we've all four been together since like Dallas, right?
I think something like that.
Yeah.
With Dallas, yeah.
No, I think we've done a show
Yeah.
since then, but this is the
Do we?
yeah. I
Not like
think
this
so.
though.
Yeah, not with the video chat going live. KTO, you look like you're getting back in shape. Like, weren't you?
I
kinda-
definitely have been. Yeah, I was losing it when I was last time I saw you guys. I'd been like a year and a half of not working out, and so seeing old photos of myself, it made me like go like, what happened? I was a Division I athlete, and I let it go. So had to bounce back.
What was the highest
enough
weight you hit during?
For me, this is
170,
bad.
2.
Like 185, and that was bad. That was like a fat 185. Because for me, I was like 160 in my playing weight and like track weight. So, I mean, it's not that bad, obviously, but
I've been up to
wasn't good.
192. That's bad for me.
How tall are you?
250.
I'm 5'10".
You're
maybe
250,
5'11".
Flem?
Yeah.
I got up to like
250.
My highest was 275. So
Wow.
250.
250, Flem. But you're like
Yeah, we need
6.
to-
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not like I'm in way better shape than I was the last time I saw y'all. I'm just a big dude, bro.
You
Yeah,
are
and he
big,
plays
dude.
basketball all the time. He's still that big.
Yeah.
You can't guard that guy in the post.
They couldn't guard us on the football field in Dallas.
That's fact.
Yeah, we smoke everybody.
There was food out there. All right.
We were making plays.
To respect KTO's time, who does have to leave a little early tonight, I'm hearing some feedback
Yes.
in your mic. Yeah, for some reason.
Me?
Yeah. There's an echo.
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna change it to my other mic.
Okay. Because that's the thing about Discord is they'll tell on you.
Can you hear me differently?
Yeah. Now there's no more reverb now. We're good.
Okay, is the mic quality good?
Yes, it is good. It is good.
I'm bringing in. Okay.
So KTO's working on a video that he has to get out, so he's got to run a little early. And then we'll get Flem all to ourselves, and he gets to insult KTO while he's gone.
Yeah.
He can't even defend himself. I'm about to go in, boy.
So the game goes down last week. Browns were pretty much ahead the whole game. It was a great game, kind of a coming out for Joe Burrow, showing you that he's the real deal, but also like a rebirth for Baker Mayfield and really Odell Beckham and Myles Garrett kind of showed up big a couple times. So give us your thought. Like both of y'all, give us your thoughts on what you saw, and then we'll tier the teams respectively.
Okay.
Wanna go first, bro? Yeah.
I mean, we won, so yeah, I thought it was. We talked about it today on our podcast, but it was an entertaining game for a Browns-Bengals game. Those are the games that most people don't tune into. But I thought Burrow played well, but I thought the Browns defense was not good. I thought the Browns defense, other than the D-line, obviously Myles Garrett made that play, but there's so many holes in that defense, man. I'm worried because the offense has not been consistent ever since I've been a Browns fan. So unless the offense can play at that A+ potential every week, I don't know how I feel right now. But for that game, I liked what I saw offensively. So,
man, I thought y'all played a smart game. Like, and I told you this earlier, but y'all actually played to y'all's strengths. Like Baker Mayfield is a solid quarterback, but he really need to have a run game going. He need to have a play action going. He got to have a bootleg going. You can't play it like Mahomes. You're not him. He played within his pocket, and my team, we're the worst run defense team in the league. It was a terrible matchup from that standpoint. Y'all a great run team. We're terrible defensive, stopping the run. So, y'all did your thing. Baker played his best game I've seen him play probably since that game he subbed in the first time for Tyrod. You know what I'm saying? But he stayed in his wheelhouse. Your coach did a hell of a job. He called a great game against a lower tier defense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did your thing. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, I thought if my offensive line wasn't so below average, like I think we actually have like a real shot in that game. We actually still had a shot. We left too many opportunities on the field. But Myles Garrett makes the play. We stop y'all on the one, and then y'all turn right back around and stop us. I mean, we turn right back around and fumble right back on the one. It's like
that was painful.
Once that happened, the game was over. Like, yeah, it was officially over at that point. But Chubb and Hunt,
best running back in the league, man.
My coach called the stupidest. We was in a cover 0. Odell Burns, my guy, he gets him one. But like I was telling you earlier, bro, I feel like y'all need to play more like kind of like how the Titans play and let Baker play like what Tannehill is doing. And I don't know if his ego is going to allow him to do that. But if it does, y'all going to be serious.
Yeah.
But the second he revert the one to throw that mug 40 times a game, L's. You know what I'm saying?
And that's Stefanski's job, is to control Baker and simplify it for him, which I think he did. Yeah. And you got to really give credit to Cleveland for putting the foot on the throat and staying out in front and not letting really Cincy get close to the point where they could actually, either take the lead or tie the game. Even though Burrow just kept them in there. I mean, he was only single-handedly doing it. But you got to give Stefanski.
No, not almost.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was literally doing it all by himself. But I think the best positive for Cincinnati is that Giovanni Bernard got off of the milk carton and actually showed up for a couple plays. Like, I was surprised. I was like, oh, they're calling his name. Oh my gosh, he's actually doing stuff. I think that's a positive sign, because if you can alleviate some of the pressure off Burrow, because he's going to be making hard throws all year. You can tell against even a defense like Cleveland, where he was just under pressure and making off-balance throws. He's going to be doing that all year, because that line is not there yet.
For sure. We need the receivers to step up, man. AJ Green, I don't know if he's rusty or if he's washed up at this point. I'm really hoping it's Russ. We're gonna give him a few more weeks so we can kind of see. But he didn't have a true number one in that game. Like AJ had like 13 targets. He caught like 3 passes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not gonna get it done, bro. It's not gonna get it done, bro.
It could be time for AJ.
It could be, but he haven't played in like 2 years, so I'm gonna give him. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him a few more games to see if he kind of shakes back.
Tree, did you see anything from your division rivals that alarms you? There, I think I should switch to the Ravens this year. I should just front runner, so we could just have a whole AFC North right here, just represent.
That's what everybody else doing, bro.
Yeah,
that's
what ex-Seahawks
now
fans.
Saquon's out.
Right, ex-Patriot fans all wearing Lamar Jackson gear. But yeah, Tree, did you see anything in the game before we get to these?
Didn't really see too much. I mean, most of what either KTO or Flem have said, just they had no answers for their running game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty rough. But, I mean, Cincy at this point, it's a rebuilding year for them. So your main point is insulating Joe Burrow and making sure he's able to develop and get good reads, which, I mean, kind of really didn't do a great job of against Cleveland. But that's mostly because, well, Cleveland has talent and you're starting Bobby Hart. So,
all right.
That's what it is.
The moment of truth here. So last week we put Cleveland in the trash when Scooter Magruder was on, and KTO.
I had them on mediocre. I had them mediocre.
Right.
Dude, don't put this on me. It was you two.
Well, we voted for trash, but they had to earn their way out of trash, and KTO couldn't even come in to defend, even though he was trapped in the. He was both trapped in his head.
Was you having dinner or something?
Yeah, he was at dinner and probably a little extra, maybe a little buzz.
Yeah, I was doing my thing.
Yeah. Maybe not articulate enough to defend. I see highlight heaven in the trash, but in the chat, by the way.
Trash.
In the trash. I see highlight heaven in the chat. Where are you gonna put this team? All right, we all get a vote on.
I can't even tell what the tiers are. What's the? Can you
All right,
just
let me
read them
run
off
down
and-
the tiers because they're so tiny here. I didn't want to cover anybody up this week.
Oh, you're going to cover me up. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cover up that guy in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah, cover up the injured dude. Yeah,
He put the gel in his hair. You got to cover that shit up. All right, the tiers
Leave
are
that part. Leave that part.
it.
the tiers are Super Bowl contender as the top, division winner as number 2, wild card, mediocre, and straight trash. Straight trash. Where you will be finding the giant. What? So, honestly, I'll go first. My vote is Cleveland really has to, that was a must-win game. If they would have lost, that would have counted like 15 losses. That would have ended the season effectively. So so somebody had to win. There's still a lot of glaring holes. I'm going to put Cleveland, I'm going to move them up to mediocre. I'm not going to put them as a wild card team quite yet. Not yet. Got to earn that. Got to earn that respect. All right.
Who's up? Me?
Who up? Me?
Go ahead, KTO. It's your squad. Come on.
I mean, I think the first two categories, there's just no way the Browns could get there. Division champ, there's no way. The Ravens are going to win like 14 games minimum. So I think they're a playoff team. I think it's going to be tough as long as they trust the run, throw the ball 20, 25 times a game. That's where I got them. I don't see them as a mediocre team because of the talent. I just don't. So
they should be better than mediocre, but I just can't put them above there. So honestly, they have talent for sure. Flem, your vote.
I'm gonna go straight trash. I'm gonna go with I feel like, bro, it's hard for me to pick between mediocre and wild card. I think there's an opportunity to be both. I'm going to assume that y'all gonna keep running the same style of offense y'all ran against us, and if y'all do that, I think potential wild card team.
All right, that's 2 for wild card. Tree, you're the tiebreaker here.
I would say mediocre with the chance to move up to wild card with a couple good games in the future.
Yeah,
that's how I put them.
All right,
they haven't proven themselves to be consistent.
Exactly.
All right, so it's 2-2. We'll give it to the guests. We'll put them in a wild card because there are 3 wild cards this year, so they could backdoor. They go from straight trash to wild card. Now, Cincinnati is an enigma wrapped in a burrito because it's really tough. Last week they were straight trash, I think, or close to it. I am gonna squarely say mediocre just because Joe Burrow takes them above trash. They're gonna be interesting to watch. They may only win 6 games. But that's still,
I don't know.
It's still mediocre to me. So that's where
We're going to beat y'all in the second matchup. You know that, right? You realize that, though, right?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
We're going to see what happens.
Who's going first?
Your squad.
All right. So, yeah. I'm going to go mediocre. You know what I'm saying? We fought. We lost to the Chargers by like 3 points. We was in that thing the whole time. We really won the game, and the refs hold us at the end. Y'all saw the game. And you saw the Chargers. They just went to goddamn OT with the cheese, bro. That's a real team. So I'm not gonna go straight trash for sure. So I think we're mediocre at best right now. You know what I'm saying?
KTO?
I wanted to say straight trash so bad just to piss off FlemLo. But honestly, it's like they're the perfect example of a mediocre team. They don't have that much talent. They got a future quarterback, but they high end 5 wins, low end 3 wins. Mediocre definition of it. So that's where I see them.
Tree, straight trash.
Right now, I would throw them. I would say trash mostly because of previous year's record. But once again, they have the potential to move up to mediocre in my mind.
Well, we got 3 votes for mediocre, so
that's fine.
You're not behind. I mean,
he's skated, baby.
Yeah, I think since Cincinnati, Burrow is the truth, man. He's
that's a fact.
He's a good quarterback. Yeah. I agree with that. I saw a lot coming out of that final drive against the Chargers.
Yeah, I think
he was able to just he gave what the Chargers allowed him. He didn't try to force it.
He played big boy quarterback the entire game, both of those games, because he was under pressure constantly.
Mm-hmm. That's his problem. He has no line.
Nothing. Like receivers didn't make a single play that wasn't like gift wrapped in these particular games. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll play better going forward, but he had to make every play. I mean, he's running for his goddamn life. He reading everything that's happening on the field, and he picking defenses apart. You know what I'm saying? For a cat with no preseason, rookie, yeah, bro. The dude is legit.
That's the thing that's also really encouraging because you know that he's got the work ethic. He must have been studying the playbook with no preseason. Like this kid came out of nowhere, right? He I wouldn't say failed at Ohio State, but he transfers to LSU and then he threw what? How many touchdowns did he throw last year at LSU? Like 60, right?
Yeah.
It was like some ridiculous amount. And he translates his game to the pros, which is, I mean, him and like Kyler Murray, what Kyler Murray's doing in Arizona, we'll talk about that later, is also ridiculous. How these quarterbacks that really want to learn are coming in the league, but it makes you wonder about like how Baker regressed so bad last year when Baker comes off as the guy that wants to be like that and wants to study, but it makes you wonder whether he's really doing that or I don't know. It's Baker is very confusing to me, but when he makes those throws like that rollout to Odell, then you can see why he was the #1 overall, right? I was like, man, that was a nice throw. I mean, right on the money to Beckham, and it was impressive.
I just want to do one thing because I want to defend the Browns one last time before I leave. But you go back to that 2018 draft, okay? And you tell me if the Browns pick any other quarterback, what ends up happening? Like, just like go through the quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, I don't think he is doing much, honestly. I haven't seen enough out of New York. And then Josh Rosen, no way that guy lasts.
Josh Rosen might not get a pension in this league, honestly. He might not play 4 years on a roster.
League, so.
And then Josh Allen, like I think they got it figured out in Buffalo, but in Cleveland, it's way more dysfunctional. I just don't see it working out.
Perfect with the offense y'all right now, though.
I mean, Lamar Jackson did go 32nd.
Lamar Jackson
wasn't going to make it to Cleveland.
He would have,
and it would have been an overdraft.
Yeah, it's true.
He would have gotten hurt because they would have told him to do everything.
Like, not Cleveland. Yeah,
he had to go to a good organization.
The only option would have been like is to draft Saquon Barkley and then go with maybe Darnold or something like that, but even then, you still have Nick Chubb.
What a steal!
And Baker's like,
quick question: was that with the Texans pick, or was Austin Corbett with the Texans pick?
I don't remember. I don't know enough to remember, but that Nick Chubb pick because everyone wanted Saquon so bad, and they went Nick Chubb in the second round, and that was the pick of that draft for sure.
Oh yeah, that was a sneaky pickup. I think the Giants are finding out why you never use draft capital that early on a running back. It's just it's sad what's happened to Saquon.
I think it was Nick Chubb that was the Texans pick.
Yeah. That one, there's a little from Houston. Round 2, first pick.
So you give up Denzel Ward and Nick Chubb. You traded a contract in Brock Osweiler. That was absolutely horrible. And you give up Nick Chubb as a result. Jesus, that's horrible.
Yeah, best tandem in the league. Yeah. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb.
Hunt looked good too. Hunt looked very good.
Yeah,
he was running over people. All right, we got to read these super chats. KTO, thanks for making an appearance. We got to do.
I'm heading out. Thanks for having me.
I have a favor to ask for you. If you could film like 30 seconds for me, I'll send you a message on Twitter. It's for a video.
Just
it won't take you long. It won't take you long.
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Traumatized NFL Fan Institute.
Yeah, hit me up.
All right. Thanks for coming out.
All right. Good luck with the show. See you guys.
Take care, man.
All right. Now that KTO's gone, we're going to move the Cleveland Browns down to straight trash.
Do it.
No, I think they're good. I think having Kareem Hunt, they've picked up a lot of play. But what's alarming, though, is why is the defense such trash, though? Like they got
a lot of injuries.
Yeah, that's true. But the secondary, the line is good, but the secondary still doesn't hold up. All right, let me read some.
They lost Gritty Williams, and they lost their safety that they just drafted.
Grant Delpit.
Yeah, Delpit.
Delpit.
Mac Wilson didn't play either, so they had hella injuries.
All right, let me read some
I think they're a little bit better
supers.
than what the show is what I'm trying to say.
Jared Froman starting off the show. Lions are still mediocre. If they are humiliated against Arizona next week, then they'll be trash. I think they're still trash.
Oh.
Tucker White 94. Is it time for Predators to blow it all up? I think so.
They can't. Have you seen their
true.
contract numbers? Like they've locked everyone into long-term deals. It's going to be impossible to get rid of people.
Is Philip Forsberg locked up, and then Pekka Rinne's locked up?
Let me look up cap friendly here. Cap friendly Predator.
18 Brian Huang. Who you got Monday night? All Ravens or Chiefs? That is going to. I am waiting.
That's going to be a shit burner.
Can I put a countdown to that game right now? Ravens Chiefs week 3 Monday night.
Where y'all going, bro?
And update for you: Philip Forsberg is only signed for 2 more years.
I think
he'll be extended.
What Pat Mahomes is doing right now to the league at his age is just. I'm very jealous of the Chiefs. Just seeing,
and he didn't even have that great of a game last week.
Oh yeah, and they still won. He pulled it out at the end. That throw where he made it off balance, just to his right, falling sort of, and with the defender on him.
Crazy, bro.
These quarterbacks are taking athleticism to the next level, and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, 2 quarterbacks that are going to go at it next week, are at the forefront of that. And then
I remember when they played last year. That was some primo football.
Primo shit right there. Dodger of Zion, your girl got her job back, got her owed money from the state of New Jersey, and she turns 35 tomorrow. Hot damn. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Dodger of Zion.
Happy birthday.
Hey now. Yeah. All right. We shall do the tier maker in the order that these games occurred. And right now, we go Giants and Bears. Right off the bat.
Bears nearly gave that one away.
Yeah, but they didn't. Okay, first of all, the game starts out 17-0. The Bears are just absolutely beating the shit out of the Giants. Saquon injures himself for the year. I thought the game was going to be 34-0. I really thought the Giants showed heart, but they still lost. And they had a chance to win the game, and Golden Tate committed a golden showered the defense with an offensive pass interference, and that was the game. So I think the Giants for 4 consecutive years have started the season 0-2, and I honestly just think that they're straight trash.
No, they straight trash.
They're tanking again so that they can. This will be the 5th year of a rebuild.
I mean, if you get the number 1 pick, do you take Trevor Lawrence and abandon Daniel Jones?
I think you have to.
Yes, absolutely. Please.
Unfortunately, they'll fuck up the tank.
Doesn't look like he's going to be a star. I think he could be okay, but he turns the ball over too much to be a star.
Yeah. All right, Hiei, come in and tell me about your Bears, what you saw in this game, because I saw nothing but straight garbage from the Giants. Nothing but garbage.
I'll talk about the Giants here in just a hot little second. So I won't be nearly as loud this week as I was last week about the Bears. I think that we went into a prevent way too soon. We went into conservative play calling way too soon. We stopped aiming for the sticks. We stopped pushing it down the field. And Allen Robinson, after a whole week of trade speculation and contract speculation, and you come out there in that game and you don't get the ball from the first one where Trubisky tried to wedge it into a window to you, and it hit you in the hands, and it popped in the air, and the Giants intercepted it. The second one is much more egregious because you're the man facing the ball. You're in the air where the ball was put to you to get it, and you had the ball taken away and intercepted from you by a man whose helmet was facing you in your chest and had one fist in the air facing backwards. How the hell do you not come down with that, Allen Robinson? That is the dumbest goddamn interception I thought I've seen this year so far. And you want to have fucking Odell Beckham money?
Well, forgive the interruption. For your Giants, Mr. Five, your new running back is now Devontae Freeman. 1-year deal with up to $3 million.
Oh boy.
Now you got to get a guy who missed his blocks. Good job.
Here's the thing. Last week,
not a bad pickup, but your offensive line really leaves a lot to be desired. 5 points, even with all the shiny new pieces.
The scary thing is like I just could feel an injury coming from Saquon. Like he looked bad several plays before that. Like he just was asking for an injury, and I was like, man, this is not good. Like it seems like early in the season last year this happened. Those day games, those 1 o'clock warm summer games for Saquon, like just not. I don't know. I felt it coming, and it happened, and now
coming. What did you see? Body language?
Just him, like when he was going to the ground, he was getting up slow or falling awkwardly. Like the Saquon from 2018 is not there. Like he seems gone, and
I noticed that he wasn't pushing off nearly as hard when he was starting his runs against the Bears. So I was a little concerned there. And then the first fall happens, and he gets up holding his arm.
Yeah.
Which I saw his arm, like he stiff-armed the ground on the first one. And then the second one, his knee gets twisted up by the first man as he's trying to turn out of it. So that's kind of where I see that bigger injury happen with his ACL.
Yeah, who knows? He could have torn his ACL a play or two before, but anyways, all right, we got to tier these teams because we can't be here all night. It's already 8:30 and we've only done 2 games. All right. I'm going to put the Giants at trash. Where do you see them, Flem?
Straight up garbage. Giants trash right now, bro. They trash right now. Yeah.
Don't tempt me, Hiei.
Don't pulling out the plunger.
All right, Tree. Where do you got the Giants?
Some straight trash. Total trash.
Like he just used that.
The Giants are on the receiving end of this. Open wide.
All right, stick it on my head.
They don't even know how to use plungers. They're the Giants.
They are the Giants. All right, now for the Bears. 2-0, the most deceptive 2-0 I've seen. They barely beat a shitty Giants team, and they had to come back. They should have lost to the Lions if the Lions did not squarely have a plunger stuck up their assholes. I still think Chicago somehow sneaks into a wild card for me.
I say mediocre still. They have to show me that they can play a full 60 minutes before I can solidify them as wild card.
Yeah. Mediocre.
Okay. Yeah, you're the tiebreaker.
Bears are still mediocre. I mean, Anthony Miller, after making the Trubisky saving catch in week 1, drops the exact same pass on the opposite side of the field for a touchdown and drops a first down. Got targeted one other time that the targeting missed, and that was it. Right now, our wide receiver 2 is Darnell Mooney. I want to see more out of the tight end core, and I want to see more out of Robinson wants to get that raise. Miller, I'm sure, wants to get his raise when it comes around after next year. And I just need to see more out of some of these supporting players. So, and honestly, coaching, we can't take our foot off the gas when we're about to roll the fucking Giants into the big blue ball and kick them back to New York. what if we can't hammer these soft targets? What the hell are we going to do against Atlanta next week, or New Orleans later in the season?
Yeah,
we
you're
ain't
in
do
trouble.
shit.
Atlanta's gonna come out so pissed. Like I think that they're either gonna score 8.
Oh yeah, they better come out pissed.
Yeah, they better.
If they don't come out pissed, that's the end of their season.
Yeah. All right. So we got the Bears at mediocre. Thank you for joining us. Go drink an IPA of some kind. And that whipping was courtesy of Chicago. Thank you for ending our season.
Go Bears.
All right. Bear down. Thanks, EA, for coming in. All right. Bailey Leisure. The NFC East is trash. They should give all the NFC West playoff spots instead. Maybe. Maybe. The Eagles look very bad. Jared Froman Tree, I think many of the tones you put in the video were not so much in terms of censorship, but in terms of just fuck you, YouTube sort of deal. Yeah.
It pretty much was.
So did
Well,
you?
the problem
what
is,
did you
you just have to be upfront about it. Like, just tell me what I did wrong and I'll fix it. Don't be like, I don't have to randomly find out on Twitter and then randomly pop up on my video feed and it says inappropriate content. Well, what was the inappropriate content? It could have been anything.
It was the bot testing out what's inappropriate. You know what will happen?
Probably.
Typical YouTube, it'll be back up in a week without so much as an apology. And you'll just be, and no strike or whatever. And you'll be like,
that sounds about right. Like, I haven't even had a strike. It's just like it was just taken down. It's like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah. Did you lose any videos to FanDuel links, Flem?
Oh, no. I got out in front of it, man. Little Birdie told me about it.
Yeah. That day, I was like,
I deleted all them joints.
Dude, Perna got 2 strikes for that. Like, he was down to one more strike. And then they reversed everything and reversed all of his strikes. He couldn't upload for 2 weeks. And then
off of 2 strikes, I had 2 strikes earlier this year. Like he couldn't upload off 2 strikes.
Yeah,
it depends on the type of like strikes you get, I guess.
If you get struck twice, you can't upload for a week.
No, I had 2 bro. I operated with 2 strikes for like 2 months at the beginning of this year. And I was uploading.
What'd you get 2 strikes for?
Man, I got this is like a 3-year-old video that got struck. Some dude, he said I took his content, like his story. It was something that was posted. One of them, what happened to videos. It was posted like everywhere. So I used some of the story. I got struck for it. I couldn't get it overturned. And then the Raiders hit me for like a, I covered like the Last Chance U stuff. I had a Ronald Ollie video, and I used like a little clip in there or something from I don't even know. It was something off of YouTube. But they struck me for that, and neither one of them would overturn it. So I was just like in this limbo, I told nobody, but I was in this limbo for a couple months, bro, until they just, they go out after
90 days. 90 days.
Yeah. Like 3 days.
I waited the entire 90. When the first one dropped off, I breathed a little easier. Then it took like maybe the next 2 weeks, the other one got dropped off. But like, yeah, bro, I was handcuffed for like 2-3 months at the beginning of the year.
Fortunately for me, I've never even got a warning, but because that warning got reversed. But still, I mean, I don't know if somebody did strike me once, and I got a lawyer involved because I was like, you cannot put my entire business 1/3 of the way to being gone for 5 seconds of it was like an NFL 2K how to update rosters. I only had 5 seconds, and then I had a lawyer send him like a really nasty letter, and he like released that. He wanted an apology, and I was like, fuck you. But I said, I'm sorry.
Didn't work though.
Yeah. Didn't work.
This dude was spiteful, bro. Like he really was. His goal was to get at me. Like he had like beef with me personally.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he look bad in the clip?
Get me down, bro.
Did he look bad in the clip? Did he look
bad?
Yeah, did it paint him in a bad light or something? Or he was just
no, bro. This man just I couldn't talk to him. Like I kept like emailing him, trying to have a conversation with him. Dude was hella nasty. I was like, all right, bro, since you feel like I wronged you, you feel like XYZ. I was like, I'll pay you just to remove it. No. I was like, all right, bro, fuck you, bro. Like he didn't want to cooperate, so I was just like, it is what it is.
This is some 50-year-old dude. Who is this dude?
Man, I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it. All right.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. Gone. I still wish very bad things on that person that struck the video because it cost me $500. All right, Jared Froman, Tree. I think I've met. Oh no, wait. 1, 2, 3, Super Matt. Josh Allen leads the league in passing yards. Who saw that coming? Not me.
I didn't see that coming.
To be fair, he's played against the Jets and the Dolphins. So 2 pretty weak secondaries in the meantime. I want to see what he does against a good secondary, but so far so good.
Yeah. So far so goody. All right. Okay, good. All right, next game. We have the Rams and the Eagles. The Rams just basically punched the Eagles in the face and continued to punch them in the face for the entire game and made Carson Wentz look very bad. Oh, there's Alex. Oh, here comes Dodger joining in.
Yeah, props. You ready to go?
Goff. Wentz? Okay. Did any of y'all see that game? Wentz looked very bad.
He was terrible.
The entire Eagles team looked bad.
Hurt?
When you get booed on your home stadium with no fans, it's bad.
ESPN, ESPN ran audio of booing on Carson, who naturally, I think if he would have played that game in front of the Philly fans, I think he would have got booed a lot more than just a 5-second clip.
Oh, dude, he'd probably get shit pelted out of him.
Yep. All right, Dodger, you're up to defend Carson Wentz or defend what you saw with the Eagles or not, or just bury them further. But I'm sorry, that was an ugly game. I can't hear you. You got to unmute. Are you muted?
It's probably good that you didn't hear that.
Oh, was that a loud fuck?
He's ready to kill bitches.
Probably me.
I will start with what was not the Eagles' fault, and that was the officiating. The officiating was absolute garbage.
Okay, fair enough.
Absolute
but
garbage.
Steelers the same way.
I didn't see the officials miss their receivers by like 4 or 5 yards.
I'm talking about the incomplete pass that was called an interception, even though it was pretty goddamn clear that the ball bounced off the ground into someone's hands.
Dodger, I have to agree with that because the thing is, the same thing happened to us last year against the Seahawks at home in our first matchup when Tedrick Thompson literally just wedged his hands right under the ball. So ball hits the ground, he scoops it at the sides, and they called it an interception. So, I mean, I can agree with that. They're just been like, well,
right.
We don't know what the hell a catch is at this rate.
So one play was off.
That was not the Eagles' fault.
I'll give them that. So Wentz now has 3 interceptions instead of 4.
What was the Eagles' fault?
Just last week, my family and I were bitching and moaning about how Wentz doesn't know when the hell to get rid of the goddamn ball. Now he's getting rid of the ball in the complete wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. He's probably trying to push.
He looks off. Like something is like usually when I see Carson Wentz playing, I'm always impressed by him. I'm like, damn, that kid can play. And I don't understand the criticism, but he looked bad. Like,
here we go.
And the Rams aren't really known as a team. I mean, yeah,
the Eagles
multiple
are just a mess right now. If you keep playing like this, Doug Peterson might be.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying on WIP on the way home.
It's called WIP?
Where do you put these Eagles? They're 0-2 now. Like, what tier do you put them in?
I would put them in trash.
They'll shake back. Don't worry, bro. They did this to the Browns the last week. And the second they was killing Baker, the coach was finna get fired. They played us. Everything's great. We about to play y'all. Wentz will shake back. Everybody will look wonderful. Don't even worry about it.
I don't know, man. They lost to the football team in week 1 and blew a 17-point lead. Be careful about that.
Cincinnati, though, seems like a cure for a struggling offense.
Yeah, cure all, bro. Come on. Come on with the sissy, bro. We got you. We take care of you.
All right, Dodge, what tier are you going to put the Eagles in right now?
last week I put them in. Did I put them in division or wild card? Because doesn't matter. Mediocre. That's my
mediocre after an 0-2 start. Interesting. Alex.
Yeah.
What do you think? He's still dancing. I can't hear you.
I think
it's honestly, considering the amount of injuries, and if Wentz continues to wait.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Run it.
Come on.
Okay.
You got the ball. Run with it.
If Wentz continues to decline in terms of play quality, I'm gonna say, honestly, if the injuries keep up, they might just be closer to the tank off. Hey, they can get Trevor. They could replace him and actually have a quarterback in the playoffs for once.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
All right, so you're saying trash?
Yeah.
All right.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna count a Doug Peterson coach team out. They have not been trash under him at all. I'm gonna just call them mediocre unless they go 0-3. If they lose to Cincinnati, they're trash. But
they lose to Cincy, they straight trash.
After
Don't you wish a Clemson quarterback on me?
I go mediocre. I think they're mediocre. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call them trash.
Thinking about it, I would say mediocre too.
Now, where do we put these 2-0 Rams? I mean, they beat the Cowboys, which, I mean, the Falcons.
I still say mediocre.
The problem is, we won't really know. Let me just preface this by saying the problem is we don't really know how to gauge this because the NFC East, let's face it, is arguably the worst division in the entire league right now. So the thing is, it depends on how we do against the Bills. I don't have very good feelings because they have a much better offense than we do and a much better defense than we do. So depending on how we come out of that, it can really gauge it. But I'm going to still say mediocre because these 2 wins really didn't prove the actual deficiencies we have.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. I would give the Rams wild card at this point.
Yeah, they're wild card
because the NFC West is wide open.
All right, Tree, you're the decider
Say
here.
that the problem. Oh, go ahead.
It's tough to say about the Rams, mainly because they haven't really played strong opponents just yet. Dallas self-destructed, and then Philly was Philly. I'll learn more about them when they play Buffalo, and I think that's going to be a watershed game for both teams. Field reveal. For now, it'll be mediocre, but once again, it's too early to really put them in that category in stone. So they have a chance to move up to wild card if they beat Buffalo.
I guess now it comes down to me. I think until they prove me wrong, they're a wild card team. Honestly, like who else is unless it gets really crowded. Well, I'll just put them wild card for now because there's 3 wild cards. Like they could make it. All right, thanks for checking in, Dodger and Alex. Respect.
Hi guys.
Peace out, boys.
All right, Tree, read
Also,
the next.
Guys,
wait,
I should plug in one thing. Whatever.
All right, you guys got to plug away. All right, plug away.
From Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Wait for the sign to flick the switch of death. It's the beginning of the end. Sweat chilling cold as I watch death unfold. Consciousness, my only friend.
Consciousness, my only friend.
Ride the lightning.
What did y'all need to say?
What am I doing here?
What?
I actually have that album on a 24 karat gold disc, but at any rate,
nice.
I have it right over here. Actually, I have it right over here. If you want to see it, wait.
But at any rate, while Alex is getting his thing, Thursday night at 7:00, 5 Points will be joining me on stream as for the very first time, I will be doing some college football tarot when I will be pulling cards for the SEC since they start play this week.
All right.
So
hopefully
I don't.
The chat.
I will drop my channel link in the chat, and yes, of course, we will have an afterbird tonight.
Hopefully, it doesn't start at 11 o'clock again.
Yeah.
Hopefully that, and hopefully, I do not draw the tower for Auburn.
No, do not draw the tower for Auburn. Don't do that.
I'll draw it for Alabama.
Actually, draw it for Georgia. Do it for Georgia.
They're just already.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Alex, anything to plug before we let you go?
Yeah, actually, me, Joey, and a few of my friends actually started our own little preface podcast. So since Dodger has the post-game show, we have the pre-game show. We are now the parking lot.
The parking lot.
We have our show on my... Tahoe
Parking lot.
Super Sports channel it's live every Monday and Wednesday. Bye if you guys want. I have to post a link yet and send the Discord server. But check it out, guys. We roasted Anthony Lynn for punting the ball on 4th and 1 at midfield and overtime. Anyway, check it out.
All right, it's called the kindling. It's the pre-burn.
No, the parking lot.
The park.
That should be
All
the
right.
trash in the
Parking lot.
dumpster.
Tree, read the next 2 Snapchats while I get this next game up here.
Indeed, Trevor Taormina for 5. First things first, how dare you ruin Saquon, NYG? Number 2, Dallas, if you want a remote chance to win Lawrence Stanley, stay out of the box. 3, here we go, Steelers. I mean, that's a pretty good advice for Tampa to stay out of the box against them.
They came back, and the series is tied at 1.
They can hang with them.
I just
They
really
can hang
want
with them.
I want to see these back-to-backs when they do. I think it's games 3 and 4 are
4 and
going
5.
back-to-back.
I think 4 and 5.
Or 4 and 5.
Because I mean, I don't know what Dallas does. I think Tampa still rolls with Vasilevsky for both.
I wish KTO was here because he
Vasilevsky would probably be better than McBackup.
Yeah, because KTO was trying to play hockey, remember? And
yeah,
I wonder if he's still sticking with that.
Yeah. The problem is, like, with everything going on, the NHL ratings are low because, I mean, combination, you got football, baseball, basketball, soccer going on at the same time, college football too. And secondly, I mean, Dallas and Tampa Bay aren't exactly household, like, franchise names.
2 Southern
you don't have
teams,
Stamkos.
right. 2 Southern teams.
I mean, the problem is Tampa should have, like, some elite talent. They should be household because of all the talent.
Yeah.
But they're not because the NHL can't market its stars. So there you go. And secondly, Irfan Alvarado for 10. The Mets season of pain brought to you by the local tire fire outside of Citi Field. If it's not the forest fire, it's a tire that contributes to a poor air quality and being blown away by the Braves. And I think they're winning right now. Yeah, they're winning 2-1, but they're pretty much out of the hunt right now. They had to win the series against Atlanta, and they failed. So, sorry.
All right. Read that next super, and then we'll do the game of all games.
Oh, yeah. Uncultured Barbarian for 5. Is Anthony Lynn trying to get himself fired? Herbert has that kind of debut with no prep work against the world champs, and Tyrod is still his choice.
Oh, I think you missed Irvin Alvarado above that.
I already did that one.
Oh, okay.
I did that one.
I'm not paying attention. The Mets had a tire fire.
I think you're at the point where everything bad about the Mets, it just like goes in one ear and out the other because it just happens so much. So that's completely understandable. You have a literal fire outside in the outskirts of Citi Field.
All right, we're here at the game. Flem, I'm sure you want to pay attention to this. This is the next game in the order. Dallas 40.
Yeah, let's get it.
Dallas 40.
Now talk about hockey and baseball.
Falcons 39.
Atlanta's such a trash fucking franchise.
How do you not fire Dan Quinn?
How did you not fire Dan Quinn last year? Dan Quinn should have been fired a while ago, dude. The problem with Atlanta lies in ownership. And it's not that they're bad. Arthur Blank is a bad owner. The problem is he's running it like he runs Home Depot. It's like that you want stability. You want some sort of continuity in business. You want the same things over and over again, which is great for Home Depot. For the NFL, when you're struggling and technically losing finances and profits and success every given year, there's your problem. And that's what's going to happening with Atlanta right now. You blew a 19-point lead in one half. You blew a 15-point lead in 5 minutes. That onside kick was fucking atrocious.
Like, who coached
Just land on the ball. It's not a problem. Yeah, I mean, only Dallas can't touch the ball within 10 yards. Atlanta can just jump on it.
They didn't know the fucking rule. They didn't know that they could jump on it.
Wait. It's half and half. Like, Dan Quinn, apparently they didn't know the rule. Arthur Blank saying they did know the rule. The problem is your entire team's a fucking waste of space. Let's fuck off.
All right, we got a Cowboys fan in here to talk some shit. Are you muted there? Can you talk, Texas? I don't know why he's talking, but hold on. You gotta.
Yeah, he's muted.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me.
Is it on your end?
Yeah, let me see if it's on me. Everyone's seeing the whole list here. Hold on, I don't think he can. Oops. Where is he? He can join. Why is he?
He's
not
on.
in? Yeah, I know he's in the server. Why can't?
Hi.
All right, are you talking?
Oh, there we go. We got you.
Yeah, we got you.
I
All right.
I could be wrong.
Adina
I don't
Puzzle
know.
was supposed to come in and do some salt, but he's supposed to send me a message. All right. What do you got to say about the Cowboys coming back?
Good win. I couldn't see it on television because I had to watch the dumpster fire Lions-Packers game because I'm in Michigan, unfortunately. I got to see the last few minutes, and that onside kick should not have happened. That was crazy.
Yeah, when I saw that they had scored, I was like, all right, nobody gets onside kicks anymore. Like they should win. Atlanta's got this. And the most Atlanta thing ever is blowing an onside kick in a league that has basically eliminated them. You can't
Atlanta's
run up.
the best team at doing getting the onside kicks back. You know what I'm saying? So you would think they would have coached it the other way, but apparently not.
I mean,
and FlemLo.
Whoa.
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Hey,
Just thought I'd let you know. Your videos are good.
Thanks, man.
All right. And that's all I got to say.
All right, thanks for coming in. You killed it. All right. Okay, so Adina Puzzle, who's one of the few Falcons fans left, sent me a message. I was supposed to get him on, but he just sent me this. I'm just gonna read it verbatim from him because this is pure Atlanta fan salt right here.
We just need Bomani Jones to come on and just lament the Falcons right now. That's pretty much all you really can do.
Atlanta, come here and listen. You choked. You have an owner who is calling out your ineptitude. Your head coach is straight trash. You have ruined an amazing game by Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley. And my fucking Christ, you have to fire Dan Quinn before you even play next week. For fuck's sake, you have costed the entire city its sanity and causing everyone immense pain. And you know what? You are going to win the division because it is trash. Lose every game and fire Dan Quinn because you are straight trash. And sweet Christ, that onside kick is fucking awful. I will no longer be a Falcons fan until you make a deep playoff run or fire Dan Quinn. Consider my 14 years of loyalty on hold until you change that shit. Delete your franchise, and even then you are mediocre because of
He's watching
talent.
next week. We all know.
Wow.
We all know he's watching next week.
He'll be watching next week.
Everyone talks about, I'm going to boycott the NFL. Fuck
Yep.
Get
Hard
out
as
of here.
shit. He'll
Come
just
on.
be like, all right, we're back to 1-2. We can make the playoffs, maybe even a deep run. All right, where do we put Atlanta on this tier maker? Are they trash?
It's tough. I want to say they're still mediocre, but it's not looking good. Like that was, I don't know if that's a win you can, a loss you can recover from. I just don't know.
I think that sends them into a spiral of just.
They could spiral into trash. They're still.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Like, I mean, I saw that with Houston's loss to Kansas City last year. I'm like, this is the kind of loss you don't recover from.
Flem, are you saying mediocre?
Yeah, I'm
mediocre for now.
Still mediocre at this point.
All right.
I'm saying
I mean, they're playing the Bears next week, so if they lose to Mitch Trubisky and they can't do anything against that defense, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah, I can't put them as trash because Atlanta can score. They can score.
They have talent.
My gosh,
and that's the problem. They shouldn't be bad. They have incredible offensive talent. Yet they keep blowing it because of bad scheming and bad secondary play. Why do you keep going into soft zone every single goddamn time? You can't do that.
Yeah, you know what amazing?
You've been proven repeatedly it doesn't work.
They just let the Cowboys hang around all after.
That's what I mean. Like, they just let them. They just let them like, it does just get dink and dunk, 10, 20 yards, sometimes a 40-yard pass. They just let them have will. There's no pressure. There's no urgency. And that's the frustrating part. They'll go into this turtle offensively and then just allow a bunch of sacks to Matt Ryan, yet they'll do the same thing on defense. They'll just like turtle.
The other thing was they didn't eat up any clock when they got the ball. They were just like, we're going to do what we always do.
It's the same shit with Kyle Shanahan. They just pass the ball.
Right.
You can't just pass.
I
know Todd Gurley's not the same Todd Gurley, but you have a good workhorse. Work him.
I mean, when he averaged like 2 yards a carry or something like that, like I called that they was gonna blow that in the first quarter, bro. Everybody thought I was crap. I'm like, bro, they're blowing this lead. Like,
I didn't think Gurley was going to do well in Atlanta because of that arthritic knee.
Yeah.
Where do you put the Cowboys? Cowboys
Mediocre.
are 1-1. They got gifted. They should be 0-2.
Actually, wait, because the NFC East is trash, their division.
They could win the division. They're back on track.
In spite of themselves.
Are we going to put
Real team shuts the door.
Are we going to put a team that should be 0-2 as division winner?
I say wild card.
Wild card?
Well, who else is there? The Eagles are straight trash right now. The Washington football team, and you also have the Derp. So
division.
They might win by default.
I think they're going to win the division. Unfortunately, this is sad.
I mean, dude, it's another year where you could win it at 8-8.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mekhi Wilson brings up a good point. Am I on the right one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 2 in a nutshell, everyone died. The end. Yeah. The injuries. Did the Bengals lose any players?
CJ Uzomah,
tight end, Achilles.
That's a
so
season
he's
ender.
done.
That's a year. Yep.
I think Steelers lost Stefan Wisniewski, but that was week 1. I don't know of anyone else yet.
Wisniewski. All right. Red Rhino 94. Swaddy Cop. Sunday's Falcons performance is presented by Chalk. Proud sponsors of the Atlanta Falcons since 1965. I know it's gotten, we've had 2 days now or 3 days. If we would have streamed right after that or during, I would have just been laughing the whole time.
I would have been laughing too. I mean, I was kind of laughing when I was in the hotel room. As we were just chilling, I was watching Red Zone there, but
epic collapse. El Chris Baldy, are you going to be a Meeseek soon? Ouch. Yeah, the Giants are. I'll never question my loyalty. It's just they're bad. They're bad. Gettleman, I don't get what he's doing. I don't get it. But maybe if they, I would think that they'd start winning some games by now. But all right, next game: Panthers and Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. What are the Panthers 0-2?
They're 0-2, yeah. And they've lost McCaffrey for 4 to 6 weeks. So due to that, they might be going in trash.
Panthers trash yet? I had so much hope for Teddy Bridge, but they let Cam Newton go. Cam looks like
a rebuilding year.
Cam looks like a beast. And starting to look like a mistake. What do you think?
To be fair, they had to do it at the time because they were doing a clean change in terms of culture and ownership.
What do you think,
Flynn? So it was one of those situations where I felt like everyone had to go and start over fresh.
Yeah.
What are they, trash or mediocre?
I still say trash because they've lost McCaffrey.
Yeah. No McCaffrey.
If they did not, if they had McCaffrey, I'd consider mediocre. But if he's out, he's their best weapon.
Buccaneers. Ooh, this one's a tough one to call because they beat a team they should. But Tampa Brady did not look good against the Saints, but the Saints did not look good.
He looked all right against the Panthers. He was making some good throws. He would have done better if certain receivers could catch the ball.
Mediocre?
I'd say mediocre, yeah.
Flem?
That's fair. Mediocre.
Fair. All right, let's do another game.
No. I'm gonna go wild card, bro.
Wild card for Tampa. All right, we outvote you because we're both mediocre. But I like the boldness there. They could
joining the hype train.
They could sneak in there.
Fair enough.
All right,
I think they will.
Here's another funny game: 49ers and the trash heap known as the Jets with the genius Adam Gase.
The brilliant Adam Gase.
I didn't watch none of this.
I had a recap, but it tore its ACL, so what the fuck can you do?
I think the Jets are easy. The Jets are Trash.
They need their own tier of trash. They need brilliant trash.
Yeah.
Like, they're bad. Like, you can't even beat, like, a hobbled down 49ers team with nothing.
Oops.
3rd and 31. They just run a basic draw play just to get some extra yards. They gain 55 yards.
Damn.
All right, the Jets get their own tier of trash. There you go. They're on another level of trash.
Like butt fumble or something. I mean, I know Jets fans hate hearing the term butt fumble, but they're a butt fumble. They're not even. They're a broken franchise.
You know what hurts even more is watching
Jamal had like one great pass, and like everyone's thinking, "Oh my God, maybe he's not trash." Well, he won't be trash if he's free from the Jets.
It's got to hurt even more to watch Jamal Adams just tear it up with Seattle now. Like Jamal,
I knew that was a bad trade from the
Jamal
beginning
Adams
because like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's the best guy they've drafted since Darrelle Revis. And he pissed him off. Yeah, and they pissed him off.
Yeah. Adam Gase rubs people the wrong way and cannot coach. He can't coach.
Adam Gase is trash, dude. Let's put it this way. He should be in this room with you and me and Flem. Like he's just
special guest, former NFL coach Adam Gase.
He's a shit poster in disguise as a coach. He's like if I were a head coach, I'd just be pissing everyone off.
All right, where do we put the 49ers? Are they division winner? Are they Super Bowl contenders? They're injured to all shit.
I say wild card because they're injured to fuck.
Yeah. I agree.
They may be mediocre if Garoppolo's out for a while. Because, like, they've lost 2 running backs. Bosa's out for the year.
Yeah.
Thomas is out for the year. D Ford's going to be out for a couple weeks. Their MRI truck broke down.
Actually,
they are hurting.
This is
they like Deebo Samuel. George Kittle may be out for a while.
This is a fitting super chat here from Craig Kramer. The Jets are the worst team in the NFL by a mile. Who's to blame? Adam Gase is awful. Joe Douglas only cares about his draft picks. Or Johnson, who hired and still defends Gase. Jets suck. # fire Gase. Yeah, that's a Jets fan right there.
Dude, I'm surprised anyone's still a Jets fan with all this shit.
But the 49ers, I would say wild card. Wild card.
It's so hard. I want to go mediocre because of all the injuries, bro.
That's true. But you know what? They're going to win next week. They're going to beat the Giants. They'll be 2-1. They'll be in a playoff spot. So
you never know, dude. Nobody expected the Cardinals to beat the Niners in week 1.
Cardinals look fucking good, man. God damn. All right. Beast of Metal 1989. I feel the ground beneath my feet quaking and shifting. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won a game in the Stanley Cup Finals. 3 more and Hampton Roads tumbles into a diluvian grave, a.k.a. the Chesapeake. Beast of Metal still very mad at the Norfolk Admirals after all these years. Thug King 25. I was going to write a super chat about Tree sports ball being censored, but I tore my ACL writing this. Are you working on sports ball too? Right now?
Yes.
So it's just going to be
on it right now.
It's just going to be.
It might be a little delayed because I just got back on Monday afternoon.
Well, you could be like KTO and just leave the show after 3.
Maybe. I mean, as I said, like I can just like call it like a bye week or some shit. But man, too much juicy stuff's happened this week.
So 5 minutes is going to be unit lost. Like literally.
Oh, dude, I have no idea how long that's going to be. Like my list is the longest I've ever had. I mean, if it makes it to the end of Taps, holy shit. That's like a minute. That's a minute long song.
I cannot wait until it. Uncultured Barbarian. Oh, this one's for you. FlemLo loved you on Lazard. Loved your vid on Lazard. Oh. You do good work.
Thanks, bro.
Also, Burrow is going to be
Appreciate
a beast, but his head coach has to loosen his reins and let him soar. Don't you think they're pretty loose right now?
I mean, yeah, he had like the entire playbook to work with. It's just he doesn't have any time to do much, bro. It's not the head coach holding him back, though. If anything, they might need to pull him back a little bit, if anything.
Tree, whose team would you rather have right now? The Bengals or the Giants? If you were to be a fan, whose situation is better?
If Mike Brown dies, the Bengals.
Like the Giants look like they're sniffing their own shit and living in the past.
Honestly, I'd rather be the Bengals right now, even as a Giants fan. I think the Bengals have more upside. They only have
This is the first time.
Right. The Giants have so many things to fix. Daniel Jones is not. He should be developing he's reminding me a lot of Josh Allen without the super big arm, like those developmental sophomore problems. I don't know. I'm not seeing greatness yet. All right. The next game, Broncos and Steelers. Oh, That's Good Sports Urinating Tree Bowl. Where do you put these Steelers after a 2-0 start against two very pedestrian teams?
I really don't know. You can't really gauge the Broncos because they were injured to all hell, but only beating them by 5 with all those injuries with Jeff Driscoll and having, the talent on offense, that's pretty disturbing. Play calling was rough. They got conservative, especially on offense. And pretty much they kind of got bailed out by Ben. I mean, he
Ben
had
made some throws, so I'd be optimistic about that. I think they're a wild card team.
I would say wild card, but that's mostly because there's not much else right now.
Defense is very good. Driscoll made some throws, man, even coming in for Horsecock Lock. I think the Steelers have a real defense. Flem, where do you put them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wild card, man. Ben is still Ben, much to my dismay. I was praying he was washed, but not quite there yet. So I think because of that, wild card.
All right.
I had my doubts about him too, but I mean, so far so good. It's a 38-year-old coming off of a major elbow surgery. There's reason to be concerned.
You can't really look better though as a 38-year-old coming off a major elbow surgery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I expect him to look a lot worse.
Well, he gave up porn, so that's why his right elbow is just automatically fixed now. That'll do it. If I gave up porn,
overusage,
my right arm would just shrink down to it would just be.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, what's up? Oh,
my bad. I'm watching the game.
Oh, okay. Oh, you watching the NBA?
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it
Lakers, Nuggets?
Oh,
yeah.
Who's winning?
Bron up 8-2.
Braun.
Lakers are just gonna win the championship.
Yeah, just hand it to them.
Nuggets came back from
the NBA's fucked again.
Nuggets,
pretty much what
they're outmatched.
It's really fucked if you like a Lakers or a Bron hater, but if you other than that, it's not fucked at all.
The thing about LeBron is like him or hate him as a person, his basketball is.
He's a good player.
Amazing. His talent on the floor is just.
You're 17, bro.
Yeah.
You're
At
17.
his age, just still doing it. He's still the greatest.
League. He campaigning. Bro, nobody taking on the responsibilities that this dude is taking on while also leading his team. And then all the responsibilities he have for his team, nobody else in the league doing that. Not even close. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She's amazing to watch.
Where do we put the Broncos, who should not be 0-2? But I still think they're mediocre.
Mediocre for now, but they have a strong opportunity to go trash. I'd say mediocre for now.
Yeah, they'll be in trash by the end of the year with all these injuries. I mean, they lost.
They lost Locke. They lost Cortland Sutton's out for the year. They lost Philip Lindsay's injured again. A couple others.
Von Miller.
Yep,
Von Miller's out for the year. Jerry Judy dealing with an injury.
Yeah. They went from. I would have picked them as wild card.
I had them as a dark horse before the year too.
Yeah.
That's probably what jinxed them.
Unit lost.
Great.
I'm a random guy from the makers of the Tank Bowl. We have the Injury Bowl: Giants versus Niners Week 3 and Eagles versus Niners Week 4. Yeah, those teams are hurt.
Well, speaking of Injury Bowl, I think that happened this past week with Jets-Niners.
Oh, Jets-Niners, God.
Yeah.
That was an Injury Bowl.
Sean Pinkerton, NFL 2020. You don't win. You only survive the operation. Everyone's knees are origami.
Jesus.
That was a great one right there.
Oh, man.
Your knees are origami. Texas Cowboy 56. I don't know if this has already been sent, but thoughts on MJ starting a NASCAR team and Bubba driving for him. I love it.
It's very interesting.
I love Michael Jordan putting some capital in. I think he's going to be a hands-off owner with Denny Hamlin running things and naturally putting Bubba Wallace in the car. I think they're going to win some races because I think MJ is going to want to win. And people are just not giving MJ enough credit. He's a North Carolina boy, okay?
Based in Charlotte.
Right. He's based in Charlotte. He's been around NASCAR. He knows the race. It's like if Brad Doherty or somebody was to buy a team. It's not like he doesn't know anything about NASCAR. He's grown up with this in his life. I think it's going to be a good thing for NASCAR. And I think it's also funny watching these old school, first generation NASCAR fans' heads explode over MJ owning a team and putting Bubba Wallace behind the wheel. And it shouldn't be an issue now. Anyone should be able to invest and have a team in NASCAR. And that's the way it should be. So I think it's a good thing. And it's time. Travis Herco, hey, FlemLo, I've lost Barkley, Bell, and McCaffrey between 2 leagues. Who's worse off? Your Bengals or my chance at winning either league? It's all still love, bro. Hashtag Stiller gang.
That's tough, bro. Let's call it a tie, bro. Let's call it a tie. You can still make some waiver wire moves. We don't really make moves like that. So
he must have had some high picks if he had Barkley and McCaffrey.
Like, right? How you get
McCaffrey was number 1 in a lot of leagues.
Yeah. And he is.
How did you get Barkley
4 to
and
6
McCaffrey?
weeks.
Yeah, you're playing a 2-man league.
Yeah, 2-man league. I think it's between 2 leagues is what he said. Jaguars and Titans. Titans get their shit back together. I think they are now. Oh, no. Titans go to 2-0. My bad. And Jaguars playing where you expect them to be. Where do you put the Jaguars?
No, the Jaguars mediocre, bro. People thought the Jaguars.
I would say mediocre too.
Damn good.
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew's fucking up their tank.
All right, here's Kevin.
He's ruining
Here's
that.
Kevin for his vote on the Titans. Where do you want to put the Titans? That's the question. Very easy to.
Ooh, boy. I don't know. I mean, I would say they're still struggling on defense, mainly because they still haven't really. I don't know. I guess possibly wild card right now or division right now, just because the rest of the division still feels like trash.
Yeah.
Other than the Jaguars, which, let's be honest, I think Minshew is their answer right now. I think that they're. Then they have a really good quarterback there. Yeah,
they pulled it out, and they get the Vikings next week, who look like dog shit.
And they lost Anthony Barr too. That's going to be
torn back.
I'm going to put the Titans at wild card. Flem?
They're winning their division.
Division winner. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's
at this point. I would say division 2.
Yeah.
Kevin, you call it. It's your vote.
Division winner. I think just because. Look who's there right now. Do you think Bill O'Brien's going to do it again?
Nope.
Hell no.
Deshaun Watson's like, I used to have a number 1 receiver.
Now I got a bunch of teams.
Now I have a
walking. I used to have a team back in Clemson. Where's that here?
And a number 1 wide receiver.
Can I have a real coach, please?
No, unfortunately, no, Deshaun. I'm sorry, you can't.
No. Yeah, I think the Titans win the division with a 9-7 record.
The eternal 9-7.
9-7 is your destiny. Embrace it.
It's your density.
That's how it goes.
All right, let's sneak another game in here. Thanks, Kevin, for popping in. Appreciate it. Oh, now he comes with the camera at the last second.
Hey,
guys,
enjoy the drinks. It looks like you're drunk already.
I will.
Yeah.
Got that lean, that drunk lean.
Yeah. The lean.
Hey, fridge in the back, and the light says 5 o'clock all the time.
Yep. Nice.
Hey.
All right. Thanks for checking.
It works, man.
Lions, Packers. This one's easy to call. Packers are going to win the division, right?
So far, so good. Aaron Rodgers is pissed and taking no prisoners.
And Lions are trash, right? There's no
trash.
Matt Patricia. Who's a worse coach? Hold on. Who is the worst genius? Matt Patricia or Adam Gase?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, dude, if you even saw the Patriots in 2017, you knew Patricia wasn't going to be a good coach. He was the main reason holding that defense back. And you notice how the Patriots got better in 2018 and 2019 in spite of Patricia? I don't think that's a coincidence. Everyone's talking about Patricia being a defensive genius. Fuck no. Everyone wanted him fired in 2017.
I think it's Matt Patricia. More like it. Am I right?
Wait, hold on. I got to fix my posture for this conversation. Because he doesn't like slouchers.
Who's worse? Who's worse?
Oh, they're both trash, and they both
like very trash.
They think they're great, and they're both terrible.
Yeah,
I can't pick.
I can't either.
I'll give Patricia the edge only because of the black ATV. That's it.
Bailey Leisure, Metallica or Pantera? Metallica all day, even though they sold out.
That's tough. Pantera is fucking legendary. That's the problem. If we're talking old Metallica, I'd lean Metallica. If we're talking new Metallica, Pantera all the way.
Yeah. Okay. Dimebag Daryl got shot on stage. Craig Kramer, it's unreal how the owner of the Jets can defend that awful head coach who has reached Rich Coat-type levels. So, yeah, I just don't understand how Adam Gase is still employed. Like,
delusion. He should have been fired last year. Actually, he shouldn't have been hired at all, but what the hell do I know? I could have been their great advisor. It's like, don't hire that fucking guy. He sucks. Voila. Right. Now, where's my consulting money?
Yeah, search firm. I could be like, nah, Gase is trash.
It's like, hey, should we hire Matt Patricia? Fuck no, he sucks. Get out of here. Go keep Caldwell.
Every team.
I mean, he's 9-7, but he's still better than this shit.
Right.
Bills, Dolphins. Bills are division winner, right? Like, it's their division to lose. I just, until the Pats sneak up on them, the question is Miami mediocre or straight trash?
That's tough. I mean, their secondary looked awful. They got torched on a lot of plays. And I don't know if Byron Jones is going to be healthy for week 3 or not.
I call him mediocre because sooner or later Fitzpatrick's going to give way to Tua. And then...
Yeah. That would be mediocre.
On it. Yeah, I'll say mediocre for now.
And then they're going to tank for Trevor, and then they'll have Trevor Lawrence and Tua Tagovailoa.
They'll have the 2-quarterback system. You never know what's going to
Tua's knees get exploded because he's a little brittle.
Oh, God.
Tua's a little Jesse, FPV, which is more painful
than they hit, bro.
Oh. This is this is unfair, Jesse. FPV, which is more painful? 2014 Stanley Cup Final or 2015 World Series? So
just twist that knife.
Both of those were awful. The thing with both, they're eerily similar. They were runs that nobody thought they would make, and they were losses that they should not have had. I'm going to say the World Series was more painful than...
I'd honestly make the argument that the 2015 Eastern Conference Finals was more painful because Game 7, they laid a massive egg.
Yeah.
I think that was more painful.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for bringing up traumatic memories. Colts, Vikings.
Hey. You came back from a 3-1 series deficit on us, so you can dunk that on me.
My big question with the Vikings... Are they trash?
I'm not going to say that yet. The thing with Cousins is he has these moments where he has these great games. It's like, holy shit, he's going to be okay and not be trash. But, dude, that was awful. I mean, to be fair, one of them was on a Hail Mary at the end of the second quarter. But
Bruss, I'm loving the hockey helmet. Where are you going? He's what is going on?
Hey.
All right, shit's getting weird. What are you doing, bro? Is that a bass guitar? Oh, look at him. What is he doing?
Okay.
Bam.
Going.
I think he's hunting. He's hunting.
No, he's
he's on the tank squad. Is what he is. All right, unmute yourself. All right,
He's hunting for Trevor.
Oh, he's throwing the grenade. We're trapped. Oh, the tank is out. He's bringing in the tank.
The tank.
Bruss,
Jeez.
make your case.
Crazy, dude.
Are they trash or not?
What is the Vikings fan doing?
James, are you a Vikings fan too?
No, I'm an Indy Colts fan.
Oh, okay. We got a Colts fan. And look at the flow on Bruss
Because my
right
friend
there.
is on the
He's got the hockey mullet going, man.
Danny Pinter that just
Total
got
hockey
drafted.
mullet.
All right, tell me where score your Colts, James. Tell me where you should put the Colts.
The Colts are either a division winner or not. It depends on if they are ahead of the Titans. If not, I would say wild card, they'll be the 7th seed and they'll probably get smashed by the Ravens.
I can't see it. Not with an old Phillip Rivers as the
Yeah,
QB.
again, I told you guys in the preseason video that Rivers is going to get injured and then they're going to go to shit because they have no backup. Whoever got drafted in the 3rd round this year, I feel fucking bad for him because he's probably going to get destroyed by week 8 through week 16 this year because he's going to have no idea what the fuck he's doing. I guarantee you. I think it's Easton is his name. He'll probably end up getting fucked.
Literally.
What happened to Jacoby Brissett? I thought he was still a Colt.
Rivers gets injured, the backup is going to have a hard time. Let's just say that.
All right, where do you put them, FlemLo? Where do you put the Colts?
I mean, I think they're a mediocre team. I think they could have been a wild card team. Cam Newton was absolutely free, and they went with Phillip Rivers. I just feel like that was a bad decision.
That was a weird
I think they're going to suffer because of it.
All right, Tree?
I say mediocre.
Mediocre? All right, and Bruss, what do you say? Mediocre for the Colts? Here's the big dilemma.
Yeah.
All right, Bruss, you have the floor now. Are the Vikings trash?
Get in the tanks, boys.
Roll out the tanks. All right, you're voting for trash. Flem.
Trash.
I haven't watched them play yet, so I can only see their record and the scores. But since y'all going trash, I'm just going to go trash. You feel me?
All I know is
haven't
it
watched
will be
a
trash
single
if we
Vikings
lose
game
to the Jets next week.
All right, here's my thing. All right, they have played like trash.
Yeah.
I don't think that they are fully trash. Like Kirk Cousins.
I agree with
is
that.
going-
I think they're still mediocre.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to turn it around.
You guys have hope?
Yeah, I think
We've abandoned all hope already.
I think they're honestly mediocre.
I know they're
So-
feeling big dog.
They've given up 7. They've given up points on a minimum of 7 of 10 drives each game.
Damn.
There's only been 3 drives each game where they didn't give up points.
Jeez.
Oh. Yeah, they're trash.
That's how bad the
They'll
defense
get it
got.
together. They'll get it together. Come on.
And they just lost.
We've given up safeties in back-to-back games.
Oh, that's terrible.
Do you have?
How do you
I've
do
never heard of
that?
safeties being given up in back-to-back games.
How do you do that?
Trip.
All right.
Trash.
Okay, fine. Well,
That's hardcore.
next week if they lose. All right, thanks, boys, for checking in. Appreciate the theatrics there, Bruss, with the tank.
One more thing before I go. I wish we had Joe Burrow instead of Phillip Rivers.
Well, you didn't tank hard enough. Sorry.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Thank you, dude.
Man, you gotta lose to
Cincinnati
win
earned it.
sometimes.
Cincinnati
Gotta lose
earned
to
it.
win.
We call it the Tank Bowl, baby.
Yep.
You feel me?
All right, Bruss, thanks for checking in. The flow is
Yeah, I'm
amazing.
maxing out.
I'm
Forget it.
jealous of that hair.
He's got the hockey
Gosh.
mullet, man.
Yeah. Shit
All
was
right.
good.
Shit.
Cardinals and Washington. Washington is the definition of mediocre, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say mediocre. I mean, they got smacked.
Cardinals look good. Are they the division winner? Are they a wild card? They're going to the playoffs.
I say wild card because Seattle's in their division.
That's
God
true.
damn it.
Wild
Seattle was in
card.
that division. So I got
Like, I mean, Kyler Murray looks really good. I mean, he has evolved. My issue with them is still their team defense, but dude, Murray, he's legit.
Cardinals
Flem?
a problem, bro. They're gonna be a big
Yeah,
problem.
like they're.
Like you
I
you gotta
said
go
this at the
wild
beginning.
card
Like
because the Seattle.
Yeah.
they're going to be a fun team to watch, though.
Yeah.
Like getting Nuke Hopkins in that offense.
Yeah,
For
he's already
free.
got how many touchdowns now?
Well, not even for free. Like they Texans paid them.
Paid them to take him.
take
Yeah.
it. It's like, here, we'll take your awful running back contract. Who's not playing? Sure, why not?
Credit, hold on. Credit
It's
Bill
he's
O'Brien.
Aaron Hernandez, remember?
Credit Bill O'Brien. David
Bro.
Johnson did not tear his
Goddamn
ACL.
Bill.
All right.
Shocking. The Texans have pretty much torn their spirits, so that's an injury in itself.
Don't feed Phil. Would you guys rather be Lions fans or Jets fans? Golly. Why would you ask that question?
Lions fans. I'd rather be a Lions fan.
I'd rather be a Lions fans. Jets is eternal pain.
Lions, at least I could watch Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Jets fans, you're dealing with, I mean, you either deal with decades of incredible failure or just straight trash fire. It's, I don't know.
Ravens and the Texans. Ravens are our first Super Bowl team, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yep.
Easily, yep.
And the Texans are mediocre.
I still say wild card, but that's because they played two Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they've had the toughest schedule in football. I mean, when you go back-to-back against the Chiefs and the Ravens, a lot of teams are going 0-2. The big test is going to be against the Steelers. If they can beat them, they're okay. If not,
what was that, Flem?
Yeah,
I was asking, but he just answered the question.
Oh, okay.
I was saying they play the Steelers this week coming up, right?
Yep.
But he just answered, yeah.
All right, yeah, let's get them a wild card. Fine. Deshaun Watson is so good. He'll win despite Bill O'Brien.
Exactly. That's why.
All right, Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs are definitely a Super Bowl contender.
They're still Super Bowl contenders, even though they did look like shit. They pulled it through in the end.
Where do you put these Chargers? They had no business being in that game. They had no business taking it to overtime, but they did.
I say mediocre.
Yeah.
Herbert held his own. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be anything for the future, but he did all right.
So Anthony Lynn, after a strong performance from Herbert, says he is not the starter, basically. What do you think of that?
Which is okay, but the way he said it, I didn't like how he said it. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the exact quote now, but when I read it, I felt like if I'm Herbert, I don't know how I would. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Paraphrasing.
And I like Anthony Lynn.
Yeah.
He gonna get himself fired with comments like that.
I think he might have said it as a way to motivate Herbert, because the way to paraphrase what he said, he basically said, yeah, he did a good job, but there's a lot that you didn't see that he missed. Basically, he was like, yeah, he did okay, but there are a lot of holes.
Why would you say that about your rookie quarterback?
Right. That's something you say in
Tom
private,
Brady.
right? Isn't that something that you would say?
Yeah, like you don't say that in the media about your rookie QB. Like, come on, big dog.
I think they're mediocre. Also, the Chargers broke a attendance record for the game.
I have to say something about Anthony Lynn. Why did he punt the ball on 4th and 1 at midfield? Seriously, he could have beaten the Chiefs if he went for 1 yard.
Yeah.
Same thing Jason Garrett did, I think, a year or two ago.
He had 1 yard. Literally 1 yard. Herbert was great in terms of conversions the whole game. All he had to do was he could have tripped and he would have gotten the first down. You're at midfield and Patrick Mahomes has the ball. And you're in overtime.
He's got a Josh Allen type body. He's going to run people over. Herbert.
He was great the whole game. Like, why wouldn't you use that? Why would you give Patrick Mahomes the ball in overtime? They could have won that game easily.
Yeah, well, so goes the bounces. He's probably regretting that. Beast of Metal 1989, you guys should all team up again after each of your teams plays the Ravens to compare notes on your experience of watching Lamar Jackson dominate them on the field. I miss Flacco. Who misses Flacco? James Amadei, who was just on the show. I've learned several things this week. The South Florida Bulls needs players. If anyone wants to work on the second, the NFC East is tanking for Lawrence. Yeah. And Lord Nevermore, AFC North takeover. We need a Ravens fan. I volunteer. Oh, I'm switching to the Ravens for the rest of the year.
Okay.
All right, I'm a Ravens.
Put on some
fan
purple, baby.
Yep.
And then just put a bunch of Old Bay around your room. Boom, you're a Baltimore fan.
Yep. I'm a Baltimore fan. All right, the game of the week may be Seattle and Patriots. The only
ironic how it comes down to a ball on the 1 yard line. New England should have passed.
I was surprised because Belichick usually has something sneaky in those situations, right? Like,
Well, if you look at like Cam Newton's running ability and like red zone situations, he's been dominant, and I think that's why he went with that call.
Yeah.
But dog, they had ran that shit so many times, and Seattle was pinning their ears back, and they had stopped it like the last 2 or 3 times.
Mhm.
I knew for sure they was gonna run like a bootleg, get Cam rolling out where he have a run and a pass option. But they called it a straight up draw, and I knew that shit wasn't about to work. I'm like, bro, y'all realize Jamal Adams out there? It's not gonna work, and it didn't. I thought it was terrible.
They also got a hell of a push off the snap. Like they played that play as perfect as you could play it because they knew it was coming. Right. I mean, they sold out on that play because it was just like Madden when somebody's been QB sneaking all game and you're fine. All right, I'm going to stand in this A gap right now. And if you beat me there, you beat me. And they did not. And that's football for you. But I was shocked, honestly. But Bill Belichick, you know, he seems to have simplified things with Cam as his quarterback.
You thought they were complicated before?
That's true. He just let Brady do
I
whatever.
felt like their offense was always kind of simple, a lot of short, you know what I'm saying, little out routes, little crossing routes, little simple shit for Tom. And then, you know, he'll read the defense, he'll take a shot every now and then, but I mean, I never thought their offense was very complex. I knew Cam was going to eat over there, even with no receivers other than Edelman.
I like what they've done with him mechanically too. They fixed that problem with him dipping the shoulder. Remember last year, he just looked so bad. Like he's throwing the ball.
He also had a shoulder injury back then too. Plus Liz Frank, so he was completely neutered from his strengths, and now he's finally getting it back, which is great for football because a talented Cam Newton is great for the game.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
All right, so where do we put the Patriots? Wild card? Because I think that we've got the Bills at division.
So hard.
That's tough. I mean, they're fringe wild card right now with the way Cam's playing, but their secondary looked horrible.
Yeah, but they're definitely not mediocre. They're above average.
They're fringe. They're very fringe,
bro. They wild card at a minimum.
Wild card. Seattle
is amazing. And like they damn near won that game.
Yeah, that was really close.
They should have.
Yeah.
If they would have just
Seattle is a great football team.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm surprised they didn't go behind the fullback. Like it was just, it was obvious, and if they would have got it, we'd all be talking about how much of a genius Bill Belichick is. Like
I wouldn't. Like bro.
Well, we'd be talking more about how good Cam Newton's gotten back to form.
That's true. Seattle is Super Bowl contenders, of course, obviously.
I'd say Super Bowl or division at minimum.
Yeah.
Alex Moreno, just a loud cow reminder. Anthony Lynn, you were 4th and 1 at midfield, tied in overtime against Patrick Mahomes with 8 minutes. Why did you punt? Yeah, we covered that. James Amadei and Wake Forest sucks. Ooh, I haven't been watching. Have you been watching any college football, Flem? Or does it just seem weird?
I haven't, man. Like the first few games, like I didn't see any advertisements, so I didn't know they were coming on. And then I missed the first 1 or 2, and then I just never got into it after that. So not watching this year like that.
When does the SEC start? They start up soon, though. Like when the major squads come out, I'll start watching.
The thing that shocks me is that Pitt's in the top 25.
UCF.
When Pitt's in the top 25, it's like what?
UCF
like,
is
like everybody
13.
even playing. Like I don't even know really what's going on.
Yeah, I know the Big Ten's coming back, but I mean, I would have been fine with them just staying out because
it is really bizarre that there's going to be a season like starting in November after the season has been going on like now. Like what are it just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're Ohio State not playing and like everybody else in Ohio is playing, it's just
right. Even youth leagues were playing, and the only other team not playing is Ohio State. Like Pop Warner,
like, you know what I mean?
Right. Alex Moreno, Herbie defied expectations, but why punt on 4th and 1? Wow, he's really holding on to that. I'm a random guy. I'm a Seahawks fan, and I cannot wait for you to talk about Sunday Night Football versus the Pats. Not a complete revenge from 1 yard line, 49, but still satisfying. Russ Wilson, if he keeps playing like that, is going to win another.
He threw some dimes.
Yeah, he's going to be the MVP. Dimes. And to win it in a year where Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are out there, that is going to be a stellar season. But you know how quarterbacks have their ups and downs, but first 2 weeks, Russ is the MVP for sure.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Greg Kramer, Jets need their own tier called Adam Gase bad.
All right,
well, we technically did put them in their own tier.
Yeah, we gave them their own tier, so I'm going to change the name here. Adam Gase bad. Adam Gase bad.
Adam Gase brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, Adam Gase, in quotations, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Joey Overstreet for 5. Why, oh my God, why the hell does 2020 suck so freaking bad? Why? Not to mention the Nuggets. Anyway, Tree, I'm prepared to eat your salty burgers.
Uh-oh, the Nuggets are leading this game right now by 4.
Lakers will probably win it.
Have y'all been watching the playoffs? Have y'all been watching the Nuggets?
Little bit. I mean, not much.
I'm like, bro, y'all sleeping on the Nuggets. Like,
well, the Nuggets have come back from 2-3 games to 1 series deficit.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, they allowed the NBA world to laugh at the Clippers again.
Joker is different, bro.
Who's the guard on the Nuggets?
Jamal Murray.
Murray.
Like, this is his coming out party.
Yeah. Yeah, he can shoot for sure.
Bro, he's a dog. He was averaging. He dropped like 40 in Game 7 versus the Clippers.
He's a beast. Okay, yeah, this team is good, but I mean, the Lakers are the Lakers. The Lakers are the Lakers.
Bro, people were saying
the thing with the Lakers is they have 2 really good players.
They
and
literally said the Lakers were going to lose against the Blazers. Like, people was picking the Blazers in round 1.
No, the Blazers were not beating the Lakers. Bro, as much as nice it would have been, it wasn't happening.
Bro, like, it was like 50-50 with people picking. And then all of a sudden, the Lakers won. Oh, of course the Lakers won. I'm like, bro, people sleep because the Lakers, they honestly look like crap, like in a bubble, but they ain't had nothing to play for. You know what I'm saying? So I was praying it was.
You have 2 of the best players in the game. Of course.
Could you imagine LeBron just yelling at them to wake up in the bubble? Like, LeBron's probably personally waking up, like Kyle Kuzma. He's like there at 8 a.m. Like, come on, it's breakfast. Let's go, motherfucker. Like, just get up.
I can see
right.
I can see him being like really passive aggressive and be like, "Hey, how about you fucking play some basketball while sipping on a glass of wine?" And then just dominating afterwards, like, "Fuck you." That's pretty much LeBron.
Yeah, that is LeBron. He's very subtle. GN Tree.
Strategic.
Why do the Yinzers hate? Who do the Yinzers hate most of all? Ravens, Browns, or Bengals? And who do you dislike the most? Ooh.
I'd say the Yinzers hate the Ravens the most. Browns, it used to be, but they've been terrible for so long. They're a punching bag. And the Bengals, they're just an afterthought because, they're the Bengals. They were terrible in the 90s and 2000s. There was that whole shit in 2014. And it's just like they've been bad ever since. And there's no like Vontez or Pac-Man to boo. So it's like, okay.
Flem, who do you hate the most within the division as a Bengals fan?
The Steelers. Definitely the Steelers.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, bro, Steelers, bro. I mean, they've been busting our ass for a long time. They play like as dirty as we've played. They've always played just as dirty, but we get the label.
You know? Hey, trust me, I know you're still salty about Van Olhoffen.
Right.
Not denying that.
Yeah,
like we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot with the Steelers, bro. So it's definitely the Steelers. Mm-hmm. I like the Ravens and the Browns, to be honest.
I respect the Ravens. I mean, I like the way they're built. I like the way they're run. And I love Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So hurts to say things like that.
We have to love.
All right. Hurts when the other
my
team
worst
gets
team is
it.
like Cleveland just because of like how they're run.
Yeah.
For me as a Giants fan, it'll always be Philly as like the most hated. But second right behind is Dallas. Like, it's just like, fuck the Cowboys, you know?
Dude, everybody hates Dallas.
Yeah. Everybody hates Dallas but me. My dad's a Cowboys fan, so I have like this weird, like, I like the Cowboys, bro.
Yeah,
like, I almost got beat up. Like,
well, you have to have some sort of fan or family affiliation to not hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, he couldn't pull me in to be a fan, but it was enough for me to like.
You were smart enough.
I mean, want the Cowboys to do well. Yeah,
you were smart enough to resist.
You see where I landed, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't go that route.
Nick Shannon, as a native Ohioan and Browns fans, you don't want the Browns to be relevant because those long-suffering fans are the exact same people that are blaring dead Schembechlers and wearing an Ann Arbor is a whore shirt.
We saw this last year with the the Mason Rudolph pinata.
Cleveland fans, you don't want them to be. Yeah, you don't want them to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Well, that's the thing. It's going to be with any long-suffering fan base.
That's true.
Buffalo's going to become really fucking insufferable. They already are with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Detroit, they'll get really bad. Minnesota will get horrible. Philly got horrible.
Caps fans.
New Orleans got kind of horrible.
Yeah,
Jacksonville got really bad for a bit.
Yeah, Jacksonville got bad.
Look at New England. Like, they were awful for decades.
God.
Once they won a Super Bowl, boom, lording over the league. Pittsburgh the same way. They were the Cleveland Browns of football in the 50s and 60s. And come the 70s, lording over everybody. So it doesn't matter. It's just any fan base.
All right, let's do this last game, which happened last night, and then we'll just burn through all the super chats like we normally do.
Hey.
Saints and the Raiders. They opened up Allegiant. They opened up Allegiant Field, which is beautiful, by the way. That's what I'm saying. Hey, when COVID's over, Flem, me, you, KTO, Tree, whoever wants to go, we go into a game in Vegas for sure.
Vegas or Nashville. We were talking about Nashville for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm in there, bro.
We go in Vegas. There might be a waiting list out the ass, though, for tickets to a Vegas game.
Well, I mean, if we're technically influencers, we can get like a little in with
maybe
somebody, right? Maybe SeatGeek maybe comes back and it's like, hey, we got tickets in Vegas. Who wants to go? Like,
ooh. Get those sweet seats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the sweet suites. We get like the VIP experience, and it's like,
that'd be crazy
in Vegas.
I hope that happens.
I don't think we make it to the game. That's what I worry about, because herb is legal in Nevada as well. And
hey, I'll make it to the game. I don't take that but shit, man. Beer, so yeah,
dude. There's a dispensary in Nevada that is a 20,000-foot warehouse.
Jesus.
And they just have everything imaginable in there. And let's just say I have a friend who spent like $200-300 there for a 3-day trip.
Oh my God.
Like,
I can't remember where that place is, but I'm just saying. Edibles, candies.
Dude, you're going to be so fucking baked if we go there, man.
Everything there. Nevada. Is it Nevada? Nevada. All right. The Simpsons since 90. Oh, wait. Let's do this game. Sorry. Saints. Ooh, Drew Brees. What's going on there?
5 yards little. Hey, look. Drew, throw. Oh, no. I underthrew it.
Is he showing his age?
Brees is washed. I think
he's
so.
Washed?
I wouldn't say washed just yet, but I mean, he does not look good. He doesn't look like he can throw more than 10 yards.
And, bro, like he's looked like that every year for the last 2 or 3 years.
He's been underthrowing a lot of passes the past couple years.
Like week 8, like it arm goes. You know what I'm saying? And it's looking like that from the beginning this year.
Well, at least they got famous Jameis to throw like 30 for 30 again.
We'll see what happens if Jameis can run that offense and not throw hella picks. Then they'll be fine.
I will say
that is clamoring for Jameis. Like I know a lot of Saints fans, and they
but it's too early for that, man.
Oh, for sure.
Brees has led you through thick and thin. You have to give him a legit reason to bench you.
And then you got to think how good they were last year with Teddy
Drew Brees did not allow the Saints defense to make terrible penalties and give up like a easy halfback toss for a touchdown from 20 yards out.
So basically,
that's not a Brees
at this point.
Where do we put them? Are they mediocre or are they still wild
division? I still say division, but that's because the rest of the NFC South is entirely unimpressive.
Yeah, wild card.
Division wild card. I'm gonna tie break with division because we don't have anybody else really.
Yeah, like Atlanta should be up there, but they're too busy.
Yeah,
Carolina's tanking, and Tampa Bay, I'm still not that impressed with.
I got Tampa Bay.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Raiders. The Raiders have gone through a successful tank. Derek Carr looks decent. Jonathan Abram.
I still think they're fringe, but I'm gonna say mediocre for now.
They're 2-0.
That is it.
Mediocre?
It's very interesting, though.
I
think New Orleans lost that game more than Oakland won it, but that's just me.
All right, there it is. Here, let me blow it up for everyone that wants to see what we got here. Here, I'll cover Tree's face. There's your tier maker. All right, we did it. All right, I'll turn it off. Okay, Tree, start reading some snappers so we can get out of here before maybe 10:30.
Before 10 o'clock. Fuck yeah. I mean, we're not out here by 11, at least, thank God. The Simpsons sends 90. Nothing like playing the NFL game day board game with my kid and hearing you guys shoot the shiz. If the Niners lose to the Derps, I'm putting them in mediocre. Yeah, I mean, dude, they're banged up. Not much you can do there. Nick Shannon for 5. I know, because I'm a Buckeye. We are Yinzers without the ugly accent. I mean, yeah, that's Pittsburgh is pretty much Cleveland. No surprise there. Salmon Boy 27 with a Vikings quote. Pain. Nothing but pain. 3 interceptions, another safety, and Anthony Barr is out for the season. Dodge's tarot reading was a harbinger. One more loss and Zimmer's in trouble. Damn you, DeForest Buckner.
Is Mike Zimmer another genius?
No, Mike Zimmer's just a guy who, he's the best coach they've had since Bud Grant, but he just can't adapt to the modern offense.
Is it all on Kirk? Does Kirk get?
I think it's more than Kirk. I think it's team defense and offensive line that are doing it as well.
He looked bad though. All right, keep
Kirk's
going.
Mediocre at best.
He got
Beast
paid.
Metal 1989. Breaking. NASCAR shifts one of 2 the Texas Motor Speedway dates to Circuit of the Americas in Austin. Opinion, a track purpose-built for Formula One is the wrong road course for NASCAR. You want the right one? Put a race at VIR.
Yeah, they've been pushing for Virginia International Raceway for a while. It's down there in the hills of Virginia, down in South Boston, man. Down there.
And the mullet man, Jared Brussel. Vikings fan trying to say skull while he sobs.
Sadness.
Don't beat Phil. Minnesota will always be Green Bay's little brother. Oh, dude, that's been a given.
Yeah. Poor
Jared
Minnesota.
Brussel again. Odin is not impressed, so he has ordered tanks. I don't think you're tanking.
I don't think the Vikings are tanking.
If the Vikings are in the tank bowl, people are getting fired. I think it's Zimmer and Spielman that get fired.
Nuggets out 14.
Yeah. We'll see.
They're taking over the second.
I'll see it when the final score comes up.
Yeah.
Maybe Miles Plumlee won't miss an assignment again. Daniel Bernstein, just get it over and put my Broncos in the bottom tier. Stick a fork in us because we are DOA. F this season, man. It's a shame. I thought they had potential this year.
Ravens Nation, Super Bowl 55 champs. The Jets are below trash. The tier should be named Adam Gase. Yeah, we changed it for you. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
Beast of Metal 1989. It wouldn't surprise me if Sports Ball Week 1 randomly reappears months from now. After all, the first version of MLB in April from 2018 did just that.
I completely forgot about that until that happened. The problem was that was a copyright claim by Major League Baseball, and then it randomly popped up.
MLB's been really good about. Yeah,
they've been easier, but the NFL, I have no idea what the inappropriate content was. I mean, maybe they lifted, but the bots have not been good since the lockdown. They've been very erratic. YouTube's been erratic as hell, even in some of these streams.
Yeah, I can't believe the Raiders hit you with the clip. That sounds petty of them. Was it a long clip?
Yeah. Man, no, bro. It was what's long? It was 10 seconds.
Yeah, that should be fair use.
No, they smacked me. Damn. And I couldn't get it.
They wouldn't.
I tried to get him to overturn it, hit him up. I couldn't get it done.
Damn.
Could not get it done.
Could not get it.
It's water under the bridge now, but
yeah. I'm just saying, strikes are serious, man. Come on, you know. Hurricane JD 1129. 2 things I want the Canes to do this offseason: sign either Markstrom or Rask, and 2, sign Lord Svechnikov to a mega extension. Yeah, I think you should be happy with just Svechnikov. That kid's special. He's going to be really good. Skull retracted his message because we took too long to read it. That was an hour ago. Sorry, buddy. Richard 0447. As an Eagles fan, I kind of think Jalen Hurts might start over Wentz if he keeps playing like this. Ooh. I heard the debate the other day.
Like Philly wants Jalen Hurts. Although Philly is very knee-jerk, but even then.
They hella fickle.
Yeah, it's
my
Philly.
Boy Jalen in there.
Philly,
Not against us, though.
they will have your head on a pike if you fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like New York. I'm sure if Daniel Jones doesn't have a good, like if we get out to like, if it's a 3-win season, they'll be like, draft Trevor. See you, Daniel. Like we wasted a number 6 overall. Hugh Honey out of the hospital moments after that Dallas game. The nurse checked my vitals and my heart rate was way up. By the way, my colon could be better than Quinn. Hey, I hope you recover soon, Hugh.
Same here, man.
I know you're going through some shit right there, but you got a Dallas win out of it. Phil Michaels, let's not overlook Dak Prescott playing lights out and bailing out his painfully average coach. It's like McCarthy never left Green Bay. Well, they did get it done, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, they did bail out McCarthy. He had some horrible calls, a couple 4th down conversions that failed miserably. It's like, what are you doing?
They got down by a lot. They should have lost that game.
Oh, well, any real team would have put the throat down, but this is Atlanta. Remember that.
Sonic X, honestly, the Saints needed this punch in the mouth. Yeah, too much arrogance this past offseason. Well, where's Michael Thomas, honestly? Plus, they always seem to
Thomas is injured.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how much blame can you put? They always seem to have one stupid loss a year. In other news, the Subs are losing to the Pirates. This is a good one here. Sad Frisbee. Texans' first 3 games. Chiefs, Ravens, at Steelers. Yikes.
Oh,
yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's pretty.
I said that's impossible to gauge the Texans because let me look up the Texans' schedule here.
After that, it probably gets easier. Skull 741M. Do you guys think the Seahawks are legit contenders? And how do you think the Kraken will do when they start playing? Seahawks are Super Bowl right now. I don't see anybody.
Week 4 is the Vikings, and those could be 2 0-3 teams.
Yeah. Seahawks look good. Defensively, offensively, they're forced to be right. Pete Carroll is 69 years old.
He looks good for 69.
Does he act 69
I look that good at
old?
69. I've done something good in my life.
Nice. Flem, you still going to be in shape at age 69? For sure. Absolutely. I just don't understand how people, well, I get it though. You get the kids going and real life starts to hit you. You skip one time at the gym.
It turns into multiples.
Quick, but you can shake back though. That's the thing.
I've been
fell a bar before, but I'm saying you can shake back. Trust me.
Yeah. Alex Moreno, sing the new song Jags Day. Nope, no time, man. Spent too much time. We'll do it, just not this week. We got a guest on. It's just too much. Tree, take over.
Let's keep on going here. If I can get this damn thing on. Come on.
Logan Singh.
Internet. Young Sing for 5. Do you guys view Josh Allen as bad or good?
Ooh, Flem.
My thing is I've always considered him a running back, but I mean if he keeps playing like this, that's good.
With those 2 options, bad or good, like he's good. I thought he was gonna be bad when he came out of Wyoming. But he's been good ever since he got in the league. I mean, I'm not saying he's upper tier, but bad or good.
His feet allows him to bail out of a lot of bad situations.
His feet were, and they were his footwork was terrible in college. Man, he really cleaned that up like fast, bro.
The problem I have with Allen was the playoff game last year where he just really
he cost him.
Yeah, he's got to show up this
terrible.
year. Yeah, he's got to show up this year in the postseason.
This first year, second year in the league?
Third year for Allen.
Third year?
Yeah. So he's showing progress, though. He's developing the way you want him to develop.
For sure.
Kurt Coble, looking like Chris Tanev may sign with the Penguins to play with his brother Brandon.
Yeah, and the problem is he's going to want a lot of money, so it'll be a 4x4 minimum.
Have fun with his declining abilities, Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. 30 years old. Yep, that sounds like JR.
That hurts. Beast of Metal 1989. Brad Doherty already co-owns a 2-car NASCAR team. It's called JTG Doherty Racing. The JTG stands for Jody and Ted Gessinger. Yeah, I thought Brad Doherty owned a team. That was a perfect analogy. So it's not a shock for Michael Jordan to be in NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching? You wincing over there, Flem? What's going on in this game
right now, bro? Caruso just smoked the layup. Like, come on, bro.
Jokic is scoring. Looks like Murray's throwing in points. Jeremiah Grant. Michael Porter's coming off the bench, and he's hitting.
He probably averaging about 15.
Denver's got some intriguing depth.
Yep.
Denver gonna be cold as hell in about 2-3 years.
Yeah. When LeBron retires and there's nobody in the West, you know.
Well, if Kawhi and PG-13 leave,
you don't have to worry about
they
that.
Just smacked those dudes anyway. They smacked them while they're young.
Yeah.
Them big ass dudes.
Yeah. Alex Moreno, who is the worst Jets head coach, Rich Kotite or Adam Gase? Rich Kotite was terrible.
Probably Kotite for now, but that's because he had control of team operations.
Yeah. Sad Frisbee, NFL Week 2 in a nutshell. I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. Oof.
Yeah.
Yep. Marquez Riley. Oh, you read that. Read it.
Falcons get a win. They never turn the ball over. Jordan is making his own team in NASCAR. New racetrack added to NASCAR schedule.
I think I forget. Texas Motor Speedway? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beast of Metal
1989. I miss Flacco for the same reason Schlosser does. Check downs, baby.
Captain Checkdown. It's so amazing that Flacco won a Super Bowl and just fell off a cliff. Like,
I mean,
he had that one big year and got paid
on a cliff to start with. I didn't think
he had a big game against New England, and they paid accordingly.
He had that famous playoff run with no picks. But he threw like 7 interceptions. They all got dropped. And, Flacco's so great. He was checking that thing down all year and throwing. He'll throw like that deep 50-yard bomb and get the flag every time. I was like, yo, Flacco throwing a ball and the pass interference at the same time, bro.
He did get bailed out. Who was the corner in Denver that just completely misplayed that ball? And then,
I forget his name.
Harris.
I think it was in like the AAF or the XFL.
Yeah, Chris Harris, I think. He just blew it. All right, Frank McMahon. Recap of the Darnold trade. Jets get Darnold. Colts get Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard, Braden Smith, Jordan Wilkins, and Rock Ya-Sin. Go Colts. Yeah, Colts aren't complaining. Really?
Not at all.
It seems like a pretty nice haul. 18 Brian Wang says, I can be your Ravens fan, guys. All right. Mm-hmm.
Everybody volunteering for that job.
Yeah.
That's a good job right there.
Yeah, I know. You're winning, and you get to hang out with a bunch of dumpster
and you're
fires.
fun. Like, not only are you winning, but you're super fun.
It is fun to have a winning team. Like the year the Giants won 12 games, like, and then they blew it to the Eagles.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Tyler Fuel, DK Metcalf was pushing Stephon Gilmore around all night. It was very entertaining. You know what? I'm very surprised that DK Metcalf can push around receivers. I mean, his combine stats and everything were just garbage, weren't they? I mean, nobody saw this coming.
We figured it out. It's Raheem Moore. That's the guy's name.
Was the guy that blew the...
Yeah, he blew the coverage.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I had to look it up because I forgot the name as well.
Carl Singleton says, I'm starting a Sports Talk YouTube channel. Welcome.
Welcome, man.
And he says, Tree or 5 Points, could one of you help me? Yeah, message me on Twitter. Whatever you want to ask, I'm willing to help.
Same here. Ask me too, man.
Yeah. The key to being good at YouTube is
just
give up.
Don't worry about any of the fucking numbers or money. Just focus on your product. That's the real key.
Sacrifice your family, your relationships,
pretty much
time with anybody, and focus solely on making videos. That's it.
Pretty much.
No, I think the thing with YouTube, why it's so hard, and I've said this a million times, is because you have to be a little good at a lot of things. And not only do you have to be a little good, sometimes you have to be excellent at a lot of things.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that skill set. And it's hard to tell some people that sometimes, like, if you're not good at editing, hire an editor. And it's really hard to make a decision like that when you have no resources, right? Like, so you just train yourself over time to get good at it. Like, Flem, are you using editors now at all, or you still edit?
I tried to hire an editor at the beginning of the year, 3 videos in, fired him because I'm paying him and he's not as good as me.
Well, that's
that's the problem.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
The thing with editors too, it's to help offload like stuff with you.
The best advice I heard though about that is, like, if you were to write down all of your processes though.
Bro, I tried, bro. I was super patient. And cool cat. I ain't trying to dog him or nothing. It's just like it's like a certain energy, like a certain feel. You know what I'm saying? To know when to switch this or what clip to go with. And I was having to do so much work after the fact. I was like, why I'm paying you and I'm still doing all the work. But you know, I did that for like a month, probably like in January, where I was trying to go through that process with him and train him up. But ultimately I decided, it's just better off doing it myself.
I'd tell you, I have 2 people that I pay. A writer, Will Keys, who's really talented, and he's just great. But the problem is like, he's a unicorn. Like, I can't find anybody else like him. And then I have my intern, Jamie. I call him an intern, but he does legwork. Like, he does research for me. Like, so he's like great. Like, we've been working together now for like 6 months. And like, I tell him, all right, this is the project. This is the information I need. And he just goes out and gets it for me. And
you lucky dog. I'm still one man banding it, bro.
Hey, same here, man. I'm running solo.
Well, he's great because, like, when I do a stadium video and I need to know the capacity, the location, like he'll go out and get the geo coordinates. Like, he'll do all the things that I used to do that take me 2 hours. He'll do it, you know, it's worth it to me to pay him even, you know.
If he 15. Can do it just as good or better, it's 100% worth it. The problem is if it's not to like the level that you want, like you say, you want to focus on your content. So even if the numbers was doing good, I was looking at the content like, this ain't, when I watch this, I ain't proud of it. You feel me? So
it's hard to let go too. It's hard.
Yeah, control.
That's
probably what it is.
Yeah. It's thinking that how can someone be better at being me than me, right?
That's a part of it.
So hard to let go. Mr. 0415. Tree should make a video on WWE and wrestling fans. They are so toxic. From a sad Niners fan who is seeing everyone get injured. Also, make a video on the Angels wasting Mike Trout's career. That could be.
The Angels would be a good one. They're probably my next solo baseball team I'll do.
Yeah. DDRMSTR Pro. Bengals versus Browns fans is like watching homeless bum fights. Also,
hey, that's entertainment though, right?
Yeah, I know. Bum fights, great sight.
Somebody got to win, baby. You feel me?
Have you ever seen bum fights?
Who's Kimbo Slice?
Yeah. Also, as a college football fan, the NFL looks very flat. Nobody stands out. Also, UK over Auburn week 1. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Auburn could have trouble, though. Bo Nix needs to develop. Craig Kramer, I am in Vegas, so I have to go. All right, Craig, you're in. You're in if we make it out there in 2025. Irvin Alvarado, Battle of Spicy Nuggets. Which do you guys prefer? New McDonald's Spicy Nuggets, Wendy's Nuggets, or Burger King Nuggets? I have been convinced by Chick-fil-A that their nuggets are...
I haven't had chicken nuggets in a long time, so I can't even answer this question.
I'm going to go Wendy's.
Wendy's?
Burger King if you're super broke, though. When I was super broke and Burger King had like 10 nuggets for like $1.50, you get like the change out your ashtray and you can have lunch. So,
I've been broke.
Burger King if you're broke.
You know you're broke when you're outside of McDonald's with your kid or something like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, if I could just dip into this McDonald's and get dinner tonight, but I cannot afford.
Looking all on the floor under the damn mat.
Yeah. And you're just like, you're about on.
Day, baby.
We've all been there, man. We've all been there.
Yeah, man.
Thomas F. Tree, any chance for a Wilpon legacy of failure? Ooh.
That might come in time. I still want to see what goes on with Steve Cohen. It looks all set in stone, but I'm not celebrating until he actually gets the deed.
Mike Engels, Wills, some solace for Pirates fan. They walked off the Cubs after O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, that was terrible.
Fucking O'Neal Cruz. Apparently he was driving under the influence of alcohol, so he's probably getting cut. That was a top 100 prospect.
So Flem,
Jesus
if you don't know
Christ.
this story, the Pittsburgh Pirates, like their number one draft,
Like their
pick,
top prospects.
right?
He was top 50.
Was drunk and ran over 3 people on a motorcycle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, they're dead. 3 dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's done.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah,
that is a wrap.
James Amadei, Jacoby Brissett, okay, not good. Carnage 8-17. Yeah, after Rivers, if Rivers gets hurt, the Colts are fucked. Our Apollos, the NL Central, about to have 4 playoff teams as things stand. Yeah, that's possible when you expand the bracket to 16 games. Flem, did you freeze up? Did Flem just freeze up? Tree? You there? What's going on? Flem's frozen. I'm frozen. F in the chat. What's going on here? Hold on. Let me turn my mouse back on. Hello? Of course my mouse dies. Oh. F. Let me refresh the call. There you go. There, it's going.
Yeah.
All right. We're back. We're back. I hear you. Hold on.
He's off.
No, we're good. We're back.
Okay, yeah. Like you were chopping up on our end, so
Yeah, no, we're back. Hold on.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. We're back.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
When people jump in, it messes up this frame rate. All right, Tree, read the rest of the snappers and we're done, I think.
Yep. James Amadei for 2. Jacoby Brissett.
I already read it. I read it.
All right. You must have done it when we were.
Nick Shannon.
Yeah, you're past a few for me. Nick Shannon for 20. Not kidding, Tree. How Cleveland fans treated the Browns-Steelers rivalry last year was just a tiny, tiny taste of the classlessness directed in the entire state of Michigan every year. We're a hateful people in Ohio. Shoot, we're hateful in Pittsburgh. We hate you too. Enjoy. Carl Singleton for 2. I don't have Twitter. Can I email y'all? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I put my email in the chat. It's urinatingtree@gmail.com. Just shoot me any question you want.
I'll put mine in there too, yes.
Absolutely.
Do not send me dick pics.
Oh, dude, we're going to get dick pics no matter what.
Actually, you know what? You email Tree and then Tree can email you mine because y'all be fucking with me.
Oh, dude, they fuck with me too. Come on. Grant
Actually,
Hitch,
you know
one
what?
more.
Screw it.
I know you don't do college videos, but Mizzou.
There's my email. Fuck it. Mizzou is
Good,
a legacy
I'll be sending you gay porn.
Yes, send me that gay porn. I want it. What?
Mm-hmm.
Who said that? All right, we made it to. Oh, we made it to the end of the show. Flem, thank you so much for coming on.
Man, thank y'all for having me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was
It's been too long, man.
I'm digging the sports therapy podcast. You and KTO obviously have chemistry. It's like you're friends or something. If you want to put that in the chat or anything, everyone subscribe to that channel. Or if you're not subscribed to Flem, either way. Nick Shannon says dick pics everywhere. And Alex Moreno says, Alex loves you. You're right. Goff was better. Hey, FlemLo, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Not really, man. Like, y'all boys just keep doing your thing. I hope y'all living well over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all in person hopefully soon.
All right.
Everybody in the chat, it was fun being here. I'm gonna fuck with y'all later.
All right.
Tree, any
Well,
final
I've been a
thoughts?
fan.
No, but fuck O'Neal Cruz. Being a Pirates fan is pain. It's the punishment for our arrogance in the other sports. That's why everyone talks about I don't feel pain. Oh, try being a Pirates fan. Then you'll feel pain.
Everyone's jumping in. Well. All right, well,
You would think you'd
thanks for everyone for coming out. Love all y'all. Thanks FlemLo, thanks KTO. There is an afterburn, so everyone check that out on Twitch. I'm 5PointsVids, and you made it to the end of the stream.
We're out before 11, baby.
Yeah.